Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I'm DC. In today's video guys, I have something special. So if you have been losing in trading and you're tired of losing, we have a solution for you. We have the alpha indicator. This indicator guys is amazing. It's amazing. It's gonna change how you trade, and let's look at how this indicator works and how we can make money using this particular indicator. So with me, when you receive your file, I don't want to make this video very long. When you receive your file, you will have three files. The first one will be a template, the blue background that you see on my desktop, and you're also going to have the alpha arrow and the alpha trend filter. So those are the three files that you receive. So let's look at how this indicator looks like. So on the main chart, we have here an arrow. This is the alpha arrow. Then on the indicator window, we have this histogram, which is our alpha trend filter. So the trend filter is there to for trend confirmation. It tells us if you are in a bullish trend or if you are in a bearish trend. Are we in an uptrend or downtrend? So basically, that's the purpose of this histogram, which we call the alpha trend filter. So it has red bars, this histogram, and these lime bars. So these bars, when they are lime like this, it indicates that we are in an uptrend. We are in an uptrend. Like what I mentioned, you can use it on any particular any time frame. So when it's lime, it means we are in an uptrend. We can look for buying opportunities. When it's red like this, you can now look for selling opportunity, because the trend will be bearish, we will be in a downtrend. So we focus on the trend filter. On the trend filter, we focus on the color. We don't focus if it is crossed above the zero line or above the bars or the histogram above or below. So we are just focusing on the color that is there on the trend filter. So that's one. Then we also have the arrow. So the arrow is there to give us an entry. So for our entries, we'll make use of this arrow. So with me here, I have crash 1000, which is an index that we have on volatility, on Deriv Synthetic Indices. So we have many indices. So I will show you how this indicator looks like in different charts. We'll also look at gold. We'll also look at BTC. We'll also look at other Deriv Synthetic Indices. And we'll also look at Forex pairs. So here, how then? So we have talked about what we have on the indicator. So we have the alpha arrow, and we also have the trend filter. So once there is an arrow on the chart, you will receive an audible alert, and there's also an option where you can push, you can make use of push notifications, where you will receive a notification on your phone. It's also there. Or probably you would prefer an email alert. The indicator also allows you to set up your chart to make use of these settings. So here with the arrow, once you get an arrow, how then do you buy, or how then do you sell? Where are you going to place your stop loss, and where are you going to place your TP? Once there's an arrow, so for your stop loss, it's always below the recent swing low. So for here, we had a signal around this particular area. So our stop loss was just going to be below this particular level here. You can see once there was a signal, the price kept on moving up. There was no drawdown, and price kept on moving up. So we've talked about where we are going to be placing our stop loss. So here in this particular example, we're going to place our stop loss just below this recent swing low, this particular area here. Then our TP, assuming that we ended at this particular area, here, and our stop loss is here. So this is where we ended. So our stop loss is here, about 0.73%. So this is our stop loss. This is the risk. Then for us to determine the take profit, we are going to say our stop loss times 2. We always maintain a risk to reward ratio of 1:2. So here I'm going to multiply this SL times 2 so that we maintain a risk to reward ratio of 1:2. So here I'll multiply this by 2. Let's assume that this is what 0.70 multiplied by 2. So that means my take profit is going to be 1.40. So from here, if I multiply by 2, 70 times 2 is going to 140. So around this particular area, I was going to what, exit this position around this area here. So as simple as this. So the more you use this the indicator, the more that you know that you'll be in a position to even get more. You can increase your take profit. Maybe you can make use of a 1:3, a 1:4, but the recommended risk to reward ratio would be 1:2. So as simple as this, just a summary of what I've just highlighted. This is just a summary. So after establishing your take profit, so we say for us to get the TP, so our TP is gonna be equal to let me just write here. Our TP is gonna be equal to the SL, the value of the SL, multiplied by 2. As simple as this. So for those who didn't watch my video when I was talking about the alpha strategy, that's the same strategy that we have. It's there. We also say the same thing. So if you didn't watch it and you wanna make use of this alpha strategy on a mobile phone, we have a video for you. Just go and check the alpha trading strategy. So that one was for a mobile strategy. In this one, you need a PC, or you need also a phone, but you need VPS to make use of this indicator. You need VPS. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here is this: the TP is going to be equal to the size of the SL multiplied by 2. So that's how you get your TP. As time goes, you can increase this to times 3, times 4, because you see with the examples that I'm going to give you guys that there will be an opportunity to get more, to increase more profits. Okay, as simple as that. So here we also had a buy trade. So the size of the SL determines the TP, because we would multiply that SL times 2. So basically that's how this indicator works. You can see here we also had a signal, a buy signal here, and price kept on moving up. Our TP eventually was going to be hit, and here again we also had let's just say 0.90, 0.92, and if you multiply it, we'll get 1.8 here, 1.8, and we can see price was going to hit our TP before it moves. So you can see you can use this indicator to trade booming crash, where you can also buy, you can also sell in crash, depending on any time frame that you're gonna make use of. I'm currently using this one on a 30-minute time frame. So those who trade booming crash, you know that this movement that I'm talking about, it's a massive movement. So you can make a lot of profit by making use of this particular indicator. So I've explained how you make use, how you set your stop loss, how you enter a buy, how you enter a buy trade, how you set your TP. So let's look at another asset. We're currently looking at crash 1000. So let's look at step index. So in step index, we are also on the 50-minute time frame. Previously we were on the 30-minute time frame. Now we're on the 50-minute time frame. So with the 50-minute time frame, looking at step, we still implement the same thing. One, we check the trend filter. Are we having, so here we check, okay, the color is red. This is indicating a downtrend. Price is moving down. So I'm gonna wait. You wait for the arrow. So the first thing, you check your trend confirmation, your trend direction, which is highlighted by the what? By the alpha trend filter. Then after that, you're going to wait for a signal. The signal came at this particular level here. So looking at this particular trade, this with 0.5, 0.6 is our stop loss, times 2 get 0.32. So as price dropped downwards, you can see it go to 0.30, then it reversed. Okay, let's check here. I want to give a good example. But you see, even if there was a retracement, we ended somewhere around here. Our stop loss is here, 0.7. Then before price reached our take profit, it reversed. Then eventually it was going to hit our take profit, which was roughly 0.32 or 0.34, around this particular area. You can see we also hit another arrow indicating that it was confirming that particular direction. And here again, let's look at this particular example. So here we can see the arrow came around this particular level here. So what is important again, when there's a signal, wait for that candle to close. Wait for that particular candle to close. Once the candle closes, that's when you take your trade. So here we're going to wait for this candle to close, and then the next candle here we're going to take our trade, and our stop loss was going to be 0.12%. So multiplied by 2, we'll get 0.24. Around this particular area here, we're going to get our TP. As simple as this. And you can see clearly our trend confirmation was also red, indicating that we're in a downtrend, and we're going to, our TP around this particular level was going to be hit. It's very, very simple, guys. First of all, you measure the size of your stop loss. Just place it if you are selling above the recent swing low, and you multiply that by 2 to get your take profit. As simple as that. So let's look at another here. We also had a buy in signal, and you can see price was just moving up, and this is today's trade. Is it today? Yes. And price has been just moving upwards. So that's how simple it is to use this particular indicator. Let's look at another asset in Deriv Synthetic Indices, which is going to be VIX 75. So with the VIX 75, I'm going to look at, if you are someone who enjoys scalping, you can make use of this particular indicator. So one, if you are a scalper, or maybe you're a day trader or a swing trader, this indicator can also work. And I'm now going to look at a situation where you are scalping on the 1 minute time frame. How then do you make use of this indicator? So we're going to be looking at VIX 75 scalping on 1 minute time frame, and here we had an indicator, a signal, and we can see here on the alpha trend filter, we also had a line indicating that we're in a bullish trend, and then here you're going to buy. Our stop loss was going to be placed up right around this particular level. Let's just say 0.60. So that means our TP was going to be 1.20. So we can see as price kept on moving up, our TP was going to be reached right around this particular area. So that's how simple it is to use this indicator. We can see here we had a buy trade, and you see how accurate this indicator is. So this is today, the 30th of May. Price in VIX 75 has been moving up. By just making use of this indicator, you're going to be in this particular trade, and you're going to make huge profits. So basically, that's how you use this strategy in Deriv Synthetic Indices. Let's look at gold. Let's look at gold. I know there are so many people who will enjoy trading gold. So let's look at gold, and we are on 15-minute time frame. We are on 15-minute time frame. So the same rules still applies. The same rules, they still apply. Let's look at this particular example. Right around here we had a signal, and we're going to place our stop loss just above this level, 0.40. We are on the 15-minute time frame, and you can see after that signal, okay, so it was here, this was the candle, and then the next candle was here, so it was 0.60 again. So multiplied by 2, it will be 1.20. So you can see as price kept on dropping downwards, our TP was going to be hit. So always the value of your SA times 2, you see how easy it is. You're going to be in massive profit by just making use of this indicator. We can see again the trend was confirmed by our trend filter, the alpha trend filter. It was also red, and there was an arrow. That's how simple it is. You can see here when this was not lining, when we had an arrow here and it wasn't lying, it was lying, but there's a sell signal here. We're not going to take this signal. Why? Because the trend filter was indicating that it was bullish. Okay, so basically today in on 15-minute time frame, we didn't get a signal in gold. So you can see it can also work in any financial market. So let's look at BTC. If you enjoy trading cryptocurrencies, you can also make use of this indicator. One indicator to trade any financial asset that you want. If you have been making losses, I'm telling you, this is the indicator that you have been waiting for. So let's look at on 5-minute time frame, we have BTC. The same rules, they still apply. We can see here with on the trend filter here, the alpha trend filter, we also had red, indicating that we are in a downtrend. And from this particular area, we're going to place our stop loss just above this particular level, 0.35. So we at 0.70, we're going to get our take profit right around here. So you can use it to scalp, you can use it to swing trade, you can use it to do your if you're a day trader, you can also make use of this particular indicator. So let's look at another. So this is gold on H4. Like what I said, if you're a swing trader, you can make use of this indicator. You can see there was a massive movement, and the same rules still apply. Our stop loss was going to be 0.25, and our TP times 2 it will be 5, around 5, which was hit around this particular level here. So this is how simple it is to use this particular indicator. So I showed you on H4, on gold, and also on M5. So let's look at the last asset, which is going to be USD/GPY. We are now talking about Forex on a daily time frame for those who enjoy trading, swing trading. You can see here we had a signal around this particular area here. We had a signal around here, and our stop loss was just going to be here, which was going to be 1.20 multiplied by 2, it will be 2.4, and we can see as price moved upwards, 2.4 was somewhere here, it was going to hit your take profit. This is how easy it is to use this particular indicator. So some of you guys are wondering, where can I get this particular indicator? So this is an indicator that I created, and with our website. Let me take you guys to our website so that you can see this website, this indicator. So where can you get this indicator? Okay, so if you're interested in this particular indicator, you have to go to our website, which is www.dcfxtrading.com. This is the the page. So if you look at this, if you look at when you get to the home page, you need to go where it's written indicators. So we have different sections. We have trading strategies. We also have trading strategies. We also have so these are some of the strategies that we have. So we have different strategies that are there. Then we also have trading robots. If you're interested in the robots, currently we only have one robot for the Volatility 75 Alpha EA. So we are in the process of making all the other robots for Forex, for gold, for German 30, for NAS 100. We are in the process of making those robots. So going back to indicators, the alpha indicator, this is the indicator that you are interested in. So you just click on this particular indicator. So with options, so if you want to use any other payment besides cryptocurrency, you can go on the other checkout, which is not cryptocurrency, and then you make what we call an offline payment. After making the offline payment, you get in touch with me, then I can approve your payment once that payment is successful. So we have different payment method. We have cryptocurrency, we also have Mukuru, we also have Skrill, then we also have Western Union. We have a lot of different payment method, but I wanted to show you guys where you can get this alpha indicator. So the indicator is now there on our website, www.dcfxtrading.com. So visit there so that you can get this amazing indicator. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your day. Meet you guys in the see you again in the next video. It's bye bye for now.